Hey folks, Coach Patrick here from Endurance Nation and TriathlonExecution.com, giving you the breakdown of what the Ironman USA Course Talk is all about. This Course Talk is part of a series we've done to give athletes racing the event specific insight and information, as well as unique advice as to how to execute their race to have the best day possible. We use a variety of information, which I'm going to cover today, give you a sense of what it's like, and then we'll show you a 5-minute preview clip. We use pictures, such as this one, to illustrate what the event is actually like on race day. We augment those pictures with pushpin maps that give you critical information, and then back that up with the actual information, if it's a picture, if possible, to give that to you. On top of that, we also cover unique elements of the course that you won't find out about anywhere else. We back that up with profile information. This profile course you'll see right here, the return trip, can't find that anywhere else. We use more pictures to give you a sense of what it's like on the out and back of the run, breaking down that killer climb back into town so you fully understand where it starts and where it ends. We give you more pictures on the run just so you know, hey, ski jump hill, this is what it looks like. Ouch. And then we augment that obviously with our talk on race weekend. Hopefully you enjoy this 5-minute preview clip. You'll check out the full version online, or we'll see you on the weekend. Take care, guys. Enjoy. Follow this series of push pins throughout the bike here. So this is where you start climbing. This is essentially the first massive climb of the day. And it really truly is the big climb of the day. Without a doubt, as you drop in here, this climb, which essentially runs from about, say, mile 3 all the way to the top of mile 7.5, almost 8, is the longest sustained climb, individual sustained climb that you're going to have all day. As you can see from the peaks here on the map as we navigate out, there's plenty of places where it appears to peak out, and then it drops down, right? And then, okay, well, I'm peaking again, and then it drops down, and I peak again, and then it drops down. And at the end of the day, you are not officially going downhill until you actually see the sign, the yellow sign with a truck on it that says you are going downhill. This is when you're officially going downhill. So all those other benchmarks, landmarks, thought processes you had about it, throw them out of your head. Until you see the sign, you're really not headed out of town. You're not headed downhill, sorry. You need to be patient through this section. This is where races are won and lost. I've been as high as 28th overall, and on this section of the course on lap 1, I am passed by hundreds of people, and you have to let them go. This is not the place where you want to be pushing people. If you find yourself in this first couple miles on the bike course heading out of town, if you find yourself passing lots and lots of people, there's something wrong. And if it's not wrong and not readily aware to you now, it will be very, very clear in about 56 miles that something is horribly wrong. And so do your best impression of a smart guy or girl and go easy. Get through these hills. Take a look at the landmarks so you familiarize yourself for lap 2 so you know where you can take advantage of things, where you can speed up, where you need to be cautious, etc. When you hit that yellow sign, and I'll show it to you once again, when you hit that yellow sign...
Let me talk about the first bit out of town.
Sure.
Like Patrick said, the first bit out of town is going to be the ultimate example of how an Endurance Nation athlete races vice how everyone else races. Okay, because as Patrick said, if you race the way that we say you should race, you will be going backwards for 7 miles. Okay. You will have all manner of athletes passing you in the first 7 miles. And what we're telling you is you are doing the right thing. You need to gain confidence in the fact that you're doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing, because everyone else doesn't know that hill is the longest, steepest sustained climb in the race. And the reason why they don't know it is because they're hitting it and they're fresh and they're all caught up on race day. Okay. And they're drilling it up those climbs. So mentally, where you want to put yourself right now as you're listening to this video, close your eyes, imagine yourself at mile 7 or mile 5 on a climb, and you're going backwards, okay? And you're going, yes, awesome, I'm going backwards. This is awesome. I'm totally doing the right thing, okay? There. Now we're on the downhill, Patrick.
Okay. Oh, you had me there, man. I was all dialed in. I'm like, wow, I got to work. Got to put my head down. So once you see that yellow sign, then you know, okay, here I am at the top of this climb here, and I'm ready to start my drop down. The first thing that you see on that drop out of town, and I'm going to pull it up right now for folks. is on your right-hand side, there's going to be some lakes, 2 or 3 tiny little kind of finger-like lakes. You want to check the surface of the water on those lakes on the right, because if it's calm like it is in this picture, you know the descent's going to be pretty straightforward. But if that water is choppy or in any way being disturbed by wind or rain, then you have a pretty good sense of what's about to happen. This little area here is a really tight valley. It's kind of a microcosm for the weather that exists below. Know that the weather system down the bottom of the climb, all the way down in Keene, is very different than it is in Placid, and often you will ride from wetter or colder weather up in Placid down into warmer weather in Keene, and then ride back up into the cold weather of Placid. But know that this little section is going to show you kind of what's in store. So you definitely want to be very cognizant of that. The descent out of town is not great in terms of road quality, and that's probably one of the few things that I don't have dialed in for you here is what the road looks like. But it is very bumpy. If you have, this is one of the reasons why we want you to do the recon stuff. But as you head out of town, be very smart. As you dip through here, there's 1 or 2 little bumps by these lakes where it's not quite fully down. But once you get past that second lake here, that's really it. And this is about mile 10 on the day. So for the fittest of you, it's about half an hour. For those of you anywhere else behind, it could be as long as 45 minutes. This is really your last chance to eat for like the next 5 or 6 miles, the next 10K. And the next 10K, if you don't eat before now, then the next 10K, puts you at an hour of your day, or 45 minutes of your day, which is in some cases too long for some people to go without eating, especially coming off of a long swim. So know that you came out of town, you really kind of hit in the face with the hills, didn't have a chance to really eat or catch your breath. Now on this flat section, just after the lakes and just before you start to tip really downhill, this is you got about a minute or 30 seconds to jam something in before you start dropping down again. So now's the time that you want to eat.